Hi everyone, I am glad to be here with you today. My name is Kajan and I will be presenting a video presentation for the ETP coursework. I am the group leader and my group members are Gulshan, Pira, Huria and Raj. The title of our presentation is Coitus, a Beginner's Guide, which means education for sexual intercourse. The problem that we have chosen to talk about is the practice of unsafe coitus that highly involves the younger generation during recent times. The range of the age group of these youngsters can vary from middle school students, high school students, and up to university students. This is because the majority of these teenagers are easily exposed to explicit content that is accessed throughout the internet. Many teenagers experience curiosity to indulge in these actions that they witness in pornography as they are not given the necessary sex education which can actually educate them on the precautions and safety regarding sexual activity. Due to the involvement of teenagers in unsafe sex at a young age, there are several repercussions that come with it, such as sexually transmitted diseases, accidental pregnancy, baby dumping, and abortions.
Following what was said by Cousin, I shall now explain the repercussions on having unsafe coitus. I'll begin by pointing out STDs. STDs are highly likely to affect the girls, which lead to many complications like cervical cancer and even infertility. Apart from that, accidental pregnancies. Coitus at a young age without the basic knowledge regarding it can lead to unnecessary pregnancies, which put the lives of the ones involved on hold, especially the women. Next, baby dumping. When babies are created and the parents are unable to take care of them, the cost of curiosity could be a life lost. This kind of event can severely affect the mental health and well being of the ones involved as well. Lastly, we have abortions. Although legal in certain regions, abortions are carried out where the doctors manually extract the pregnancy from the womb.
Looking at the problems stated previously by both Gulshan and Kajan, these are a few solutions that we have come up with to overcome the situation. We would start by going to the Education Ministry and suggesting a method to implement sex education into the curriculum. High schools, which includes not only a few pages but a whole subject to the topic itself. An app would also be created to open options to other engineers to help sponsor the course. With that money, we could provide the infrastructure to teach those classes as well as use extra funding to supply condoms and sanitary pads to schools and universities. Furthermore, the increase in number in baby hatcheries and awareness of its functions and regulations in the country would be pushed to reduce the end result of bad sex planning, which would come to baby.
So the app that we will be creating will have two sections. The first one will be used to collaborate with the NGOs to raise funds for conducting campaigns to teach the society about coitus. The other one will be used to collaborate with the university so that they can incorporate education for coitus in the modules. This way, our app will help us spread our agenda in places that we may find difficulty to reach otherwise. As marketing is the biggest flex of any business, this way our app will help us market the education for coitus and collaborate with other entities, and it will increase and improve our external relationships. So this is our biggest flex that we can have.
Hey guys, in conclusion, we can for the most part see that there's particularly a number of techniques to particularly prevent getting pregnant unintentionally in an actual major way. I hope that all parties, including NGOs and governments, will generally pay close attention so that the next generation, of for all intents and purposes young, will generally be knowledgeable about this issue. We must set an actually good example for the definitely next generation by developing fairly moral attitudes in each of us since we essentially are the generation that will rule the global in a fairly major way.
I think the sexual education must implement in Malaysia because teenagers nowadays they are not aware of the AIDS virus, and this AIDS virus will cause and affect their entire life.
Okay, I personally think that the government should provide like more classes on sexual education for children, because in the Western and European cultures, the parents play a very important role in providing information to the children, but in the Asian region, it is more so very awkward for a child to talk to their parent about sexual education. So I feel that the government needs to really work on it, because there are a lot of things that children will not know until it is too late.
I think this is a good step to educate students because uh, they have they need, they have the skills and the knowledge of the health section.
Thank you.
Because don't even go into sex on it as a topic, but the diseases that come with sexual intercourse. It is a a thing where most people don't speak of it, and it's very, I would say, underrated as a nobody speaks about it. It's very dangerous that our culture in Malaysia we don't speak about it. So I feel that yes, it should be focused on more, and it should be brought more to children, especially that are growing up, so that they understand what they're going to get themselves into.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Take care.
Start the engine.